Hi Westlight, hope you're all doing well. Today I want to briefly talk about decision making. And I feel like right now we are faced with a lot of important decisions. Should we attend a protest? Should we not attend a protest? Should we go back to work in the office? Should we hang out with family and friends? Is it safe? Should we reopen our business? And I'm hearing that a lot of individuals are feeling overwhelmed with this decision or these decisions, and they are ruminating, they are perseverating, they're feeling stress and just worried, and they just feel flooded with indecision. And so we want to try to avoid that state of mind, and I want to provide one practical tip that can help you avoid that state of mind. And this tip is very simple, and it just serves as a starting point. But the first thing that you want to do is think about your decision and make it into two specific options. And so an example is, one specific option is going to protest this Saturday. The other option is not going to protest this Saturday. Once you divided your decision into two specific options, then you want to run through these 5 guideposts. The first guidepost is make a decision solely based on your brain, solely based on your intellect. And if you do that, is your intellect or is your cognition telling you to choose option 1 or telling you to choose option 2? The second guidepost is use only your heart, use only your feelings, use only your emotions. Is your heart guiding you to option 1 or 2? The third guidepost is, if you have a child, a son or daughter, imagine that they are facing the same exact decision and they are in your shoes. How would you advise him or her? And if you don't have a daughter or a son, just think about somebody who looks up to you or who is younger than you. What would you advise that individual? The fourth guidepost is thinking about somebody who knows you so intimately well. Maybe it's a mentor, a role model, mother, father, romantic partner, best friend. How would they advise you, option 1 or 2? And finally, the fifth guidepost, which I think is the most important, is the faith element. What would God want you to do? What decision would bring more heaven on earth? What decision would bring more glory and honor to the Lord? Now, after you ran through these 5 guideposts, because it's an odd number, you're going to have more guideposts in option 1 or option 2. Maybe it's 3 to 2, maybe it's 4 to 1, maybe it's 5 to 0. And because it's odd, and because you have more guideposts on a certain option, then that's your starting point. And just put your thoughts down and sleep on it, pray about it, come back the next day and see how your heart feels then. I recently went through this process with deciding whether or not I should open my practice this month. And my heart and my emotions, that guidepost told me that I should, but all other 4 guideposts told me that I shouldn't. And so right now I've decided for this month not to open my practice. Let's remember that in James 1:5, that God says that, or the writer says that if we are lacking wisdom, to ask God for wisdom, and He will give it to us generously and without reproach. And so once we do have a starting point with our guideposts, bring it to the Lord in prayer and see how He directs you. I hope this is a blessing to you, and good luck in all your decision-making processes, and blessings, Westlight. Take care.